Well, hello. Today is Monday, June 14th, and we do have a birthday. Today is my cousin Lynn's husband, Dale. It's Dale's birthday. Oh, that's my water. I was trying to think what that is. That's my water handle. But today's Dale's birthday. You knew I wouldn't forget you, Dale. Dale is my personal electrician. If they ever get to cross the border, my family has all kinds of jobs listed for you. So plan on being here for a few days. But anyway, today's Dale's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dale. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And because you're family, you get some kisses. I'm in the house because it, that's all the birthdays we had. So it's a good thing you had a birthday, Dale. Today would have been Dwayne and Vicki Riddell's anniversary. Vicki passed away, sadly, a few months ago. But her daughter is pregnant, and she's posting pictures on Facebook of her baby because she had promised her mom she would do that. So if you're still friends with Vicki Riddell, R-I-D-D-L-E, check out her Facebook posts because it's nice to watch the progression of her new grandbaby, which I'm sure she's watching from heaven. And so she's probably already held the baby. What am I talking about? Anyway, I went to the grocery store today because, I was going to explain. I know I'm all over the place today. I'm not outside because it's been raining most of the morning. I know my band doesn't match. I was too lazy. I was going to put a pink band on to match the pink in my shirt. My sister has the best sister. I wear this all the time just to tantalize her. But it's a true statement. She does have the best sister, me. But anyway, it was raining early this morning, and then I went to the grocery store, and I came back, and it's kind of cloudy. So I don't really want to take the covers off the furniture because we're supposed to get some more rain this afternoon. And but I might be going out there in a little while, just taking it off the one chair. Yes, not last night, but the night before, I didn't see that they had predicted rain, although they did, and I didn't see it. And I didn't put my covers on the furniture. And I have they're outdoor cushions, but they're regular cushions that the water soaks through, unless you have a cover on the furniture. And doofus me didn't put the covers on. And so I left it out in the sun for a couple hours, and it looked like it was dry, and I pushed on it, and it was fine. And so I thought, okay. So I went outside to sit outside, and I sat there for probably about a half hour reading. And I got up, and my whole back end was all soaking wet because the cushion squished all the water to the surface. So I came in, changed my clothes. Jim says, "Oh, you look like you peed your pants." And I go, "Yeah, it looks like that, but I didn't." So I changed my clothes, and then I got a garbage bag, and I coated the cushion with the garbage bag, and then I put a couple beach towels on top of it, and then I sat there for the rest of the day reading my book. And I did finish my book, Shoot to Thrill. It was a very good book. It was 305 pages. It was really cool. It's from the mother-daughter team of PJ Tracy. And so then I went into my little stash of books that Danny's mother-in-law had given me, and I started this morning as another Monkey Wrench novel called Off the Grid by the same authors. So I'm curious to see how this one. This is about this book. Oh, I don't want to tell you. Where this book ended. I'll do it that way. Where this book ended, this book picks up where it left off. So usually I read them in the wrong order. I don't look at the copyright dates or anything like that. So I'm onto this book now. So I'm going to read that today. I am a voracious reader in the summer. I just read and read and read and read. I just love to read. And sometimes I read in the winter, but not as much as I do in the summer because I love to sit outside. It's my happy place. So I might take the cover off my one chair and sit outside there before it does start to rain because we are supposed to get some rain today. But then I went to Kroger's because I was going to go on Wednesday because that's my usual day that I shop. But Jim didn't have any lunch meat for his lunch, so I had to go anyhow. So I thought I might as well get what I need to get. And they didn't have any. Well, I have enough strawberries because I bought them last week when they were on sale. But they didn't have any raspberries or blackberries. And so I asked the guy, and he says, well, they better come in by Wednesday because they're on sale next week, 2 for $5, because they're usually $3.99 each. So I said, well, I hope so, because I don't have any berries. I don't have any berries left. So kind of going through berry withdrawal, although I do have my strawberries. For breakfast, I had 2 slices of French toast with 3 slices of bacon and a cup of tea and a glass of orange juice. And for dinner, Jim barbecued chicken last night, so I had an extra piece of barbecued chicken, and I have a corn on the cob, so I'm going to stay right within my points. So that was good. But when I got to Kroger's, there was 3 people at the deli line waiting to get deli, and the one lady was like, she said to me, I don't know, I must look like the type that's going to speak up. It's the only thing I could think of, because everybody's just standing there grumbling. And then the lady looks at me and she says, this is ridiculous, because, they wait on the people that call in their orders, and here we are at the store and they don't have any time for us. So I went up to the counter, because there was like 7 people behind the thing. Not one of them acknowledged us. So, I mean, if you're working on orders, at least acknowledge us. I'll be right with you. 1 moment, please, blah, 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 whatever. But not one person acknowledged us. And so I went up to the deli, to one of the ones that was nearby the cutter, and I said it very nicely. And she did take it that I said it very nicely, because it's always in your tone. I always tell my kids, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. And so I had asked them, I said, I'm just kind of curious, are all seven of you working on the orders of people that called in? Or are they for people that are actually in the store? Because at our deli, you put your order in, and then while you shop, they do it. And then they have a little section in the refrigerated section outside the deli department, which is in the deli department, but it's in its own little refrigerated section where you can go pick up your own lunch meat. And so the lady was really nice, and she said, no, we don't do call-in orders. These are strictly people that are already shopping. And I said, oh, okay, I just want to make sure, because nobody's acknowledged us. And we see everyone's busy, but we're just kind of curious if you're doing at-home orders or this. And she said, no, we're not doing at-home orders. Okay. I kind of think that's like a fib. I would never call her on it. But if you have curbside pickup, somebody's got to get that order. So you know that somebody's slicing it, unless there's just one person that's dedicated to the curbside pickup and then the other 6 weren't. But whatever. But it just seemed very coinkydinky, because right after that, everybody stopped doing the orders. They put their lunch meat that they were doing into the deli counter, and then they took the 6 of us and took our orders. I just think that was too much of a coincidence. But like I said, I was very nice. I didn't say it like really crabby-like or BI-like. I just was very nice, and so I think that made the difference. But I waited for my order, because I was only getting bologna and pickled pimento loaf, so I just waited for my order, and then I finished on with my shopping. And then I thought, I might as well get all of the fixings for Sophia's birthday, because she's going to be 11. It doesn't seem possible. Sophia's going to be 11 years old on Friday, but her birthday we're going to do on Thursday. And I told her she picked a walking taco, so I had to get all this stuff. I didn't get the meat, because I like to get my hamburger fresh on that day. But I got everything except for, I forgot to buy the crock pot liners, because we melt cheese, like the nacho cheese, in the crock pot. And then it's just easier to take the bag out, because whatever's left over I give to my daughter-in-law, Cindy, because I won't eat. I can't. Well, I could eat it. Let me put it that way. I could eat it the next day or the next few days, but it's too high in calories, too high in points. But Thursday's a celebration. It's a birthday, so I do plan on having some a taco and some nacho cheese, and so that's what I'm going to do. And then, I guess that's about it. Jim's working. He's fixed our flag, because our flag kept getting twisted, and it was so high up I couldn't reach it unless you get this big extension ladder out, because he had it up so high. So he lowered the flag down a little bit, and then there's 2 things where you can either have the flag straight up or like that. If it's like that, I can fix it if it gets tangled. And so he put it like that, and I can reach it. So because we did get a lot of wind. But this morning, I told you we got those wind chimes, which I love. They're just so pretty. I love to hear. I know I'm probably going to drive my neighbors crazy, but I pride myself on the fact that when I'm sleeping, if a noise wakes me up, I will wake up, identify the noise, and I can go right back to sleep. If anybody texts me or calls me or anything and I'm sound asleep, I will wake up, I will take your call, and roll over and go right back to sleep. I have no problems. It's not like, oh man, so-and-so woke me up at 7 o'clock and I was up for the day. That's not going to happen with me. I can just answer the text and then roll over and go back to sleep. Anyway, this morning we had the windows open last night. It was so nice sleeping with the windows open. And I watch so many Criminal Minds, and I see that the stalkers that come and look through the open windows, and then they climb in, and and then they put the plates on their back so they can't move. And I see all of that, but I still sleep with my window open. But I got Jim right next to me, as if he'd do anything. But anyway, that's whatever. So anyway, we were sleeping with the window open, and it was so nice. We had a nice little breeze, and then it was supposed to start raining at 5 o'clock, and about 5:30, my wind chimes were going to town. They were like clanking, clang. They were going really bad. And then the blinds were getting all flapping in the wind because the wind was whipping all the blinds. And I stopped, identified the noise, and I rolled over. And as much as I pride myself on going back to sleep, it was like having a constant alarm clock going off. You know, like when the alarm clock goes, That's what the bells were doing to my... It's not that, well, I'm just going to leave it. But then I thought, my neighbors, they're going to hate it. Because I get aggravated because the one house behind me, they have 2 dogs. And they let their dogs out every morning at 6 o'clock. And the dogs bark until they leave for work at 6:30. Now, when they were working from home, they still did that. So I guess they just wanted the dogs to be outside. And that annoys me. So I thought, I don't want them to be annoyed. So I thought, I'll get my pajamas on because I don't sleep in pajamas. I wear pajamas till I go to bed. And then they're gone. But anyway, so I got my pajamas on because I don't think the neighbors would have liked to see me without my pajamas on. And so I went outside, and it was pouring rain, and the wind was whipping. And I'm trying to get the wind chimes down, and I'm making more noise because they're going, they're clanging, and they're making so much noise. And then my little ones that don't usually make very much noise, they were making all kinds of noise. And so I got them, and I got into the house, and I just happened to turn around, and then I noticed that my covers on my furniture were blowing away because of the wind. So I stormed out through the wind to get my covers and put them back on the chairs. So a couple of my chairs still got wet, but not as wet as if I would have left them for the whole raining day. So then I came back in, got right back into bed, and rolled right over and went back to sleep. And then when I got up about 9:30, Jim said, when did you bring the wind chimes in? I said, you have to have complete silence when Jim goes to bed. Complete. You can't even have like a little mouse going, whatever mice do. You can't even have them do that because what's that noise? What's that noise? He can't go to sleep. Whereas me, I need a little bit of background noise when I'm falling asleep. I said, you mean to say you didn't hear it? I really think, because Jim and I play this game, if in the night when it's like getting windy and the blinds are splashing and we're not crashing and making all the noise, we're both awake. And we both know damn well the other person's awake. And we both know we're waiting for that other person to get out of bed to stop the noise. And then sooner or later, somebody gets up. So I really thought he was playing that game this morning, but I could tell he really wasn't. He was sound asleep. So I told him, I said I had to bring the wind chimes in because they were making too much noise. They were keeping me awake. And he goes, well, they must have been really loud if they were keeping you awake. You love noise. And I go, yeah, I know. But I could not sleep from all that noise. So, but they're back there hanging out now. Now they're just like with the gentle wind, like ding, ding, like little music. So, but anyway, today's Monday, as you know, so it's a time to start our week again. And once again, doesn't get any easier. It never gets any easier. But I think that hopefully, as we go along a little bit longer in our journey, that we've learned little things that kind of get us back on track a little bit quicker than they have in the past. Realize that we're a little bit stronger in our choices, and just know that we can do a lot better than we used to do. Because we get our strength from just knowing that we have that indomitable will to succeed. And the more we think that we can really make it, then we know we're going to make it. Seeing that reminds me. But anyway, I'll get back to that. But when you think, what I've heard down, when you think there's nothing more you can do, think again. Because, like sometimes you think there's not one more thing I can do. There's just not one more thing I can do. And I'm doing everything right. But if you really think about it, there's probably something you can tweak. As much as I like to think I'm doing everything right, I'm still not in control of my portion sizes. I try. I really try. I should count calories, I know, but that's to me is like making this not an effort, a job, something. I have fun trying to have good food, stay within my points in my mind, and not worry about whoa, this is like 150 calories, but if I had this much, it's 65, or if I had that much, it's 100. No, I'm just going to have it. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to really, but try to limit my portion sizes. And so that's what I'm going to try to do. But looking out the window, I was seeing the kid across the street that just graduated. His dad just bought a brand new, never been touched by human hands, as we say in my family, a brand new Cadillac. Gorgeous, gorgeous Cadillac. Or was it a BMW? Because he's got two cars. He just bought two cars, but I think it was the Cadillac. Yeah, it was the Cadillac. Really nice car. Really nice car. And he had it parked in front of my house. And I was sitting out here, I was sitting back here watching TV, and I get the view of my neighbor. It's like sitting in the front of my house. I can see everybody walking by and stuff like that. And I saw the son backing the car up a little too fast. And I witnessed him crashing into the front end of his dad's car. It made so much noise. I don't know how his dad didn't come running out right at that moment. And I thought, oh my God, you just hit your dad's new car that he's only had for 2 days. It's like, oh my gosh. So the kid pulled back into the driveway and he got out of his car and he was just standing there. And then just then his dad came out, because obviously he did hear it. And his dad is very mild-mannered man, very quiet. Oh my gosh. He went into a rage. He was so upset because I guess something had happened in the house before the son left, and I guess the son had left in anger. And so that's why they were saying, you know, I wasn't eavesdropping, but some things you just can't help but overhear. And I overheard it. I really did. I did overhear it. And so then the dad was out there taking videos and pictures of the car. And then he's like in a car club, and he fixes and repairs cars rather. And they're always rebuilding cars and stuff like that. And I think he's got a friend that has a bump shop. So I think he was calling the friend to see if he could bring the car over to get fixed, and had to do a video to show him what it was. So his car is in the shop. 2 days old, brand new, brand spanking new. But the kid's still driving his own car, so he didn't get his car taken away at least. So, and anyway. Not that I listen in on things, but you know, like some things you just can't help but overhear. I told you in my old neighborhood, they shot out the whole front of the house. It was a drug house, and I didn't know it. And then when the police came to ask me if I witnessed anything, I told them no. And I know they didn't believe me, but I didn't. And I was home, and I didn't hear not one thing. The whole front of the house was bullet-ridden. I slept through that one. One of those other times where I must have been really tired because I slept with my window open and slept through the whole thing. And then I said, what are you talking about? And I look over and I go, oh my gosh, look at that house. Look at all them bullet holes. It's like, oh. Once again, I see what I see, I hear what I hear. Okay. Oh, 18 minutes. I talked a long time today for somebody who was just going to be really quick. Okay, I'm going to go outside, hopefully, and start reading my PJ off the grid. PJ Tracy off the grid. And PJ is my nephew's name. It's actually Patrick Dennis, but I nicknamed him PJ when he was little, because he's a junior. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. As always, stay safe, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.